Hey, what's up y'all? It's your boy Elf7, and today I'm going to share with you guys a special trick for falling asleep without medication, drugs, or any of that stuff. There's a lot of people out there that struggle with this type of thing, and it's really unfortunate that a lot of them, turn to a doctor and ask for drugs and stuff when it's really not necessary. There's a lot of incentives that doctors have to prescribe drugs. They want you to walk out of the office with something so you feel like you got something from the visit. And also, by having a prescription, you have to go back to see them again to get it refilled, and then, they can generate a service cost for another visit. People want to say all these disclaimers, blah, 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 I'm not a doctor, blah, 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 all this other stuff. Whatever. All right, let's get to it. So this suggestion here is really easy to do. The thing is that a lot of times when you're trying to go to sleep, usually what happens is that people's mind is racing, or they sit there and they're like, oh, I can't sleep. Oh, this is stressful. Or I feel like, this is really bothersome, Let those thoughts go, first of all, okay? Try to clear your mind as much as possible. But sometimes you're still struggling a little bit to go to sleep, so use this trick right here. The thing is that what I'll do is I'll take a couple of deep breaths. Almost like hyperventilate, just a little bit, get your body maybe a little bit over-oxygenated. Then what I do is I start to slow my breathing down, right? And I try to take shallow breaths. Right? You might not even see my chest going up and down. Yeah, I try to keep it as shallow as possible. I lie there silently, and then I try to slow my breathing down, the rate. And it gives me something to think about, right? So you're not thinking about what I got to do today, or what was I doing earlier, or I just can't sleep, all this frustration, right? You're actually focusing on slowing your breath down. It gives your mind something to think about. You are actually decreasing the amount of oxygen that your body receives. You don't want to do it to the point of discomfort, but you want to just hover on that edge between discomfort and comfort. So you're just on the edge of just getting just enough oxygen, just enough air to get by. That's why we hyperventilate a little bit. You can actually, maybe even take even a pause before taking your next breath. Obviously, you don't want to be freaking stupid about it. If you hold your breath, I'm not telling you to hold your breath. I'm not telling you not to breathe. So if you do that, you're stupid. Just don't even take this advice if you even think about doing that. Okay? Just slow your breath down. Take some nice shallow breaths. And the thing is that your body will not have the energy to participate in fidgeting around or, letting your mind race, right? You already have something to think about. And as you sleep, right, there's a certain process that your body goes through. The better you understand this process and the more you start to recognize the signs and start to engage them, then the better off you'll be. Of course, you want to close your eyes, right? Actually, they say it's funny because a lot of times in order to sleep, you have to imitate what it's like to be sleeping, right? That's true for many things, right? You want to play the piano, you imitate what you see someone who plays piano do, and then, eventually you're really playing piano. This thing is true for sleeping, right? You want to close your eyes, take shallow breaths. There's also a slight sensation of falling that you're going to, that's why we say the word falling asleep. So you want to learn to really understand as that time comes and embrace it. And let yourself kind of go into that state and slip into that state. And practice this. You may find yourself still, struggling at first, but this is actually a skill that you can learn, and you will get better at it as time goes on. But remember, the key here is really controlling those breaths. So if you start to feel tired, you can take bigger breaths and try to really refocus and get your energy back up. Yeah, breath control is huge. Yeah, that Wim Hof guy is using it for all kinds of crazy things, right? The Iceman. So yeah, it has some real stuff here, right? Because the human body is actually we're aerobic. You need oxygen to get by. So if you shut the oxygen off, it's like turning down for a flame, right? You just turn the gas down a little bit, You cannot operate at that high level. So give it a shot. Let me know how it works. I'm glad to help you guys out. I have had a lot of people that I've met throughout the years in high stress occupations. I'm definitely always in high stress occupation, always doing these things, trying to achieve big things. And sometimes you need your sleep to really get by. There's other things I mess with, they call it polyphasic sleep. They always like to make these, I honestly find it annoying how people are always making up fancy words and stuff, and trying to pretend like they've invented something new when really, honestly, they're just, it's just anybody could do this stuff. And I'm sure someone's tried this stuff before. Just because you invented a new word for it doesn't mean you discovered it. And of course, usually someone's trying to make money off of it. There's no money to be made here. Yeah? Let me know how it works out for you. Put a comment down in the section below. I hope this works out for you. I think this can work out for many, many people. It's been really my go-to throughout my life. It's been a really handy trick to have. I'm happy to share it with you. Thanks for checking us out. Like, share, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Peace.
These videos are independently produced and funded, and your support is deeply appreciated. Liking the video and subscribing helps the channel, and ringing the bell icon will keep you notified as to when we upload new content. You can also check out our other social media platforms. We'd love to hear from you. We also have our event calendar, links in the description. On our Reddit, you can come in and get on the conversation and check out some of the memes. Like and share, it really helps us in the YouTube algorithm. Every week on Sunday, we have a live online meeting where you can join us in working to create and nurture the change that we need. I'd like to invite you to check out some of our other videos. Until next time, may all your actions bring you success. Stay focused, stay strong, and reinvest in yourself as well as your community. Together, our efforts can be greater than the sum of the parts. The power is in your hands.